You're scrolling through your phone. Someone your age just posted pictures from an amazing vacation. Another person just won an award at school. Someone else is showing off their new clothes. Then you see someone who seems to have a huge group of friends, another person who's amazing at sports, and someone else who always seems to get the highest grades. And suddenly you put your phone down and think, what's wrong with me? Nothing. But comparison has a sneaky way of making you feel like there is. Because when you keep looking at someone else's life, it's easy to forget to appreciate your own. And that's what we're talking about today. Why comparing yourself to others is stealing your joy. Let's be honest. Comparing yourself to other people is something almost everyone does. You might compare your grades with a person sitting next to you. You might compare your clothes with what your friends are wearing. You might compare your appearance to people you see online. You might compare how many friends you have, how good you are at football, basketball, dancing, singing, drawing, gaming, or whatever you're into. And sometimes you don't even realize you're doing it. You just start thinking, they're better than me. They're more popular than me. Why don't I look like that? Why am I not getting invited? Why can't I be as good as them? And little by little, something happens. You stop enjoying what you have because you're too busy wishing you had what someone else has. Imagine two students getting their test results back. One student gets 85%. They're excited because they studied hard and improved from their last test. They're smiling. They're proud. Then they look over and see their friend got 96%. Suddenly that 85% doesn't feel so good anymore. Nothing about their grade changed. They still got 85%. They worked hard. They improved. But comparison changed how they felt about it. That's how comparison works. It can take something you're proud of and convince you that it isn't good enough. Now let's talk about social media. Social media can make comparison even harder because you're usually seeing someone's highlight reel. You see the birthday celebration. You don't see the argument that happened before the birthday. You see the perfect outfit. You don't see the 20 outfits they tried before choosing that one. You see the vacation photos. You don't see the stress, arguments, or problems that happen behind the scenes. You see the smile. You don't see the whole story. And then we take their best moments and compare them to our ordinary moments. That's not a fair comparison. It's like comparing your entire movie to someone else's best 5-minute trailer. Of course, their life looks amazing. You're seeing the edited version. And here's something really important to remember. You don't know the whole story. That person you think has everything figured out may be struggling with something you know nothing about. The person who seems incredibly confident might actually feel insecure. The student who always gets perfect grades might be under enormous pressure. The person with hundreds of followers might feel lonely. The athlete who always wins might be dealing with fear of failure. We often compare our behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. And that can make us feel like we're falling behind when we're actually doing just fine. But comparison doesn't only happen online. It happens at home too. Maybe your sibling is naturally good at something you're not. Maybe your parents praise your brother or sister for something and you start thinking, why can't I be more like them? Or maybe your friend makes a team you didn't make. They get the attention. They get the opportunity. They get chosen. And you're left wondering, when is it going to be my turn? It's okay to feel disappointed. It's okay to wish you had an opportunity to. But there's a difference between being inspired by someone and constantly comparing yourself to them. If someone is good at something, you can say, that's amazing. I want to learn from them. Instead of, they're better than me, so I must not be good enough. One mindset helps you grow. The other steals your joy. Think about sports for a moment. Imagine you're playing basketball. Your teammate scores 3 times in a row. Instead of celebrating, you start thinking, why am I not scoring like that? Now you're so focused on what they're doing that you stop paying attention to your own game. You miss an opportunity. You make mistakes. You get frustrated. And eventually you're not even enjoying the game anymore. But what if you changed your thinking? They're really good at that. What can I learn from them? Now their success isn't a threat. It becomes an opportunity to grow. That's a completely different way of looking at other people's success. Someone else's light doesn't make yours dimmer. Read that again in your mind. Someone else's success does not make you less valuable. Someone getting a higher grade doesn't make you stupid. Someone being more popular doesn't make you unlikable. Someone looking different from you doesn't make you unattractive. Someone being talented in one area doesn't mean you have no talent. Someone getting attention doesn't mean you're invisible. You are not in a competition with everyone around you. You're growing. And growth doesn't happen at the same speed for everyone. Think about plants. You can plant 2 different seeds on the same day, give them water and sunlight, and they may still grow at different speeds. One might grow quickly, another might take longer. That doesn't mean the second plant is a failure. It's simply growing according to its own process. People are like that too. Your journey won't look exactly like your friends, and that's okay. Maybe your friend knows what they want to do with their future while you're still figuring it out. Maybe someone else discovered their talent at 13 while you're still exploring yours. Maybe someone got an opportunity before you did. That doesn't mean you're behind. It means your story isn't finished. Sometimes comparison makes us so focused on where someone else is that we forget to notice how far we've come. Think about yourself 1 year ago. What can you do now that you couldn't do then? Maybe you're more confident. Maybe you've improved in school. Maybe you've learned how to communicate better. Maybe you've become a better friend. Maybe you've learned to control your anger. Maybe you're finally brave enough to speak up. Those things matter. Growth doesn't always come with a trophy. Sometimes growth looks like handling a situation differently than you used to. Sometimes it looks like getting back up after failing. Sometimes it looks like choosing kindness when you could have been rude. Sometimes it looks like finally believing in yourself a little more. Don't let comparison make you blind to your own progress. Now let's talk about validation. Sometimes we compare ourselves because we want people to notice us. We want the likes, comments, the compliments, the followers. We want someone to say, "You're doing great." And there's nothing wrong with enjoying encouragement. But if your happiness depends on other people's approval, you'll always need more. Because one day someone will get more likes. Someone else will get more attention. Someone else will be praised. And if your confidence depends on being ahead of everyone else, you'll constantly feel like you're losing. Real confidence isn't saying, "I'm better than everyone." Real confidence says, "I don't have to be better than everyone to know that I have value." That's a powerful difference. So let me ask you a few questions. Who do you find yourself comparing yourself to the most? What happens to your mood after you scroll through their posts? Do you celebrate your own progress? Or do you immediately look at what someone else is doing? When someone succeeds, do you feel inspired? Or do you feel like their success makes you less successful? And here's one more question. What would change if you stopped trying to become someone else and started becoming the best version of yourself? Think about that. Because you don't need to become somebody else to have a meaningful life. You don't need their face, their clothes, their grades, their friends, their talents, their followers, their story. You have your own. And your job isn't to copy someone else's journey. Your job is to take care of yours. So here's your challenge for this week. I'm calling it the Comparison Reset Challenge. For the next 7 days, pay attention to the moments when you catch yourself comparing. Maybe you're scrolling. Maybe you're at school. Maybe you're around your friends. Maybe you're looking at someone's grades. Whenever you notice yourself thinking, "I wish I was like them," stop and replace that thought with, "What can I learn from them? And what can I appreciate about myself?" Then write down one thing you're proud of about yourself every day. It doesn't have to be something huge. Maybe you helped someone. Maybe you finished an assignment. Maybe you practiced something. Maybe you controlled your temper. Maybe you tried something new. Maybe you simply made it through a difficult day. Write it down. Because the goal isn't to become better than everyone else. The goal is to become better than the version of yourself you were yesterday. And remember this. Someone else's success is not your failure. Someone else's beauty is not your ugliness. Someone else's opportunity is not proof that you've been forgotten. And someone else's timeline is not a deadline for your life. Your story is still being written. So stop looking at someone else's page and deciding that your story isn't good enough. Look at your own page. Notice your progress. Celebrate your growth. Keep learning. Keep becoming. And most importantly, Don't let comparison steal the joy that belongs to you. Thanks for spending these few minutes with me today. If this message spoke to you, share it with a friend who might need the reminder that they don't have to compete with everyone around them. And don't forget the Comparison Reset Challenge this week. 7 days. One thing to appreciate about yourself every day. Because you don't need to be someone else to be worth celebrating. I'll see you in the next video.